It has been a very quiet, really quiet week, last 2 weeks. I think mainly because people have been getting ready for the Eid holidays. Companies, decision makers have not been there. They want to go chill out, take a rest. So they have gone on holidays. So there are no decision makers there. So there are no, interviews being conducted. Nobody is calling anyone to, okay, come bring your resume or let me, see if you're the right person for the job. And at the same time, since not many jobs, interviews are taking place, not many people are being called for jobs. So not many people are having any response for the ads that they are applying for. And at the same time, in terms of the retail outlets or the businesses, they just want to get rid of the stock that they have, especially retailers. In terms of business, what I've actually seen is deals are not actually confirming. They're saying let's confirm after the Eid holiday. So it's more or less like the market is sleeping, and right now during Eid, this video is shot during the last day of Eid holidays. I think everyone's just getting prepped up and ready for the working days that are coming ahead. So I see action taking place only after Eid holidays and people getting busy. Obviously, the first 2 days after the holidays is people checking their emails, the pending work, stuff that has to be done, segregating stuff, urgent, important, responding to people. And I think from the third day onwards, it's where the ball will actually get rolling. So you can probably say that you'd find the market responding by next week onwards. Today's date is, as I'm shooting this video, it's 14th August 2019. It's a Wednesday. So most probably by, let's say, Thursday, Friday is going to be, people preparing for the holiday. Friday is normally a holiday for the Middle East country. So from Saturday onwards, the ball will move full swing. Okay. But however, for business people and decision makers and leaders, especially senior level executives, they would come back to the office and clean up their inbox, clean up their pending work, make sure that when their workforce does come, they have work allotted to them. So they would be checking stuff in the office, and people who are really interested in their careers, they'll be focusing on. So, I just thought I'd give you this update before I do start. The market has been really quiet. It has been very laid back. Not many inquiries for jobs. Yes, I do have 2 job inquiries, that is vacancies, which I'll share with you later in the video. Not many things happening. So people are actually very laid back, just want to recuperate, regroup. So this is the basic market update that I wanted to give you. Rest of the updates as you watch the video. Okay. We start off with one happy feedback. I just got one. This one was from a lady in United States. She just put a very short, sweet messages saying that just wanted to thank you and let you know I finished reading an article you published last year and wanted to let you know that it got me up from bed for the first time in weeks. You're an angel, and thanks to your story, I have hope. Much success to you. So thank you very much. I'm very happy to know that, my stories or my videos or whatever give people hope and inspiration or aspiration to move ahead. So, yeah, that's it. So one happy letter. Now, the next one is the Kashmir issue, which is going on in India. It's still a hot topic. You have people from both sides of the equation. You have people who say, yes, that's a good thing. You have people who say, no, that's a bad thing. So when it was trending online, I put up this this post and I asked people, okay, I'm conducting a survey. Please give me your opinion. I just asked for their uncensored view. I said, India revokes Article 370. Is it a good or bad thing? Hindu agenda, BJP plan, anti-Muslim act. Why should Jammu and Kashmir enjoy a special status? Do they revoke it? How would it impact India? How would it impact you? Is this democracy? Is this bullying? So I put a couple of questions, and given the fact that majority of my viewers are from India and Pakistan or the Middle East, majority, okay, I thought it would be good to just get to hear what they have to say. So these are the comments. as I'm reading it now, this is what people have said. Arun Ramesh says it's a good move by NDA, led by Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, the powerful Home Minister of India. It will benefit Kashmir and its people, revoking Article 370 as it's a major milestone for Kashmir and its people. Kashmir will prosper and free of terrorism. Kashmir is an integral part of India. Then Bablo Shah says it's ridiculous and barbaric. Kashmir is a disputed territory. It was never part of India. You'll see a strong reaction. Mujahideen from Afghanistan and other parts of the world will start moving to Kashmir. It'll become universal jihad. Just wait and see. Okay, Bablu Shah gives you doomsday prediction. Hanok Bieber, I don't know if it's Justin Bieber's brother. He says Jammu and Kashmir belong to India. Okay. Emma O'Reilly. Okay, that's Irish name, I think. Yeah. Black day in the history of Indian democracy. BJP is doing a fantastic job to implement its Hindu nationalistic agenda. The days ahead will be far worse for Muslims. Next will be Sikhs, Christians, and Dalits. Doomsday again. Arjit Das says, those who don't support India, please get in Pakistan. Okay. Artman says, great job by the Modi government that couldn't be implemented by the spineless Congress party. Oh, Sonia Gandhi's party is spineless. Okay. Now all Indians are equal under law. Why should Kashmiris get scholarship on colleges in other states and buy land in other states while Indians can't do the same thing in Kashmir? Oh, that's a valid point, being part of the same country, same laws. Okay. Great move by the BJP. It's an anti-India campaign. Hopefully it'll be met by proactive resistance and spell the annihilation of India as we know it. Good going, BJP. You just shot yourself in the foot. Okay, anti-BJP. Murtuza says again, I hope things will get better as Kashmir is a matter that should be resolved by India and Pakistan and let Kashmiris decide what they really want to do without consultation of Kashmiri stakeholders. India has unilaterally decided for Kashmir. I honestly think this decision would fire back as extra forces from India had already been stationed inside Kashmir prior to the decision of the Modi government. I feel more blood will be shed. Kashmir and Kashmiri people will return to the armed struggle and the region as a whole. South Asia will suffer, poor people will suffer, more people will spend on wars and weapons. I hope a sense of diplomacy will prevail. Okay, so a positive viewpoint. Thank you, Mr. Murtuza Kazmi. Then SAA, capital A, says India state-sponsored Hindu extremist terrorism will destroy India from inside. It's time this terrorist entity was broken. Which entity? Okay, Hindu extremism. The whole country majority is Hindu. I don't know how they're going to break that. And terrorize, free themselves of Brahmin Hindu Vista terror. Sayyid Aslam says, very, very bad thing. Sunil Kumar says, it's a need. Mukul Changani says, I will tell you the truth. My mom was a doctor and a neighbor was a teacher. That teacher was given education to a Muslim boy till 12th class. And that same raped the teacher because she was a Kashmiri Pandit. And the same boy killed whole family. And that's why we know how big of an achievement this is. Because we still have our land over there. And due to our taxes, whole Kashmir is run. That's why we can't live there. Okay, so Mukul supports this. Madbalab Abid, I think it's a Muslim. BJP assholes never bought peace in India, always bombing, fights, and terrorism. Sony Matthew says, you yourself have claimed you're not even an Indian, and you have said that you do not know anything about India. Yeah, well, I'm being honest. I don't know much about India, so there's nothing wrong with that. Why are you so bothered about the events happening and so on? I'm not bothered. I'm just sharing, I want your engagement. I want to know your views because I would like to know what do you guys think. Sitting in Thailand and criticizing the Arabs doesn't give you much headway. Sony Matthew, you don't like me much. Why can't you start some aspiring, I think it's aspiring, business in your adopted homeland? Well, because the people in Samui, the tourists who come here to get drunk, have fun, enjoy women, sex, and everything else. Okay? So if I start something aspiring, it should attract the audience who comes here, target market. So I don't think they are very interested in personal development. Nobody comes here for holidays is looking for a personal development coach or course. Okay. Why? Because the locals will never treat you one of them, which is very true. I totally agree with you. I'm a tourist. I am a expatriate. I'm a foreigner. So why should they? So Sony, I don't see, apart from your criticism, any solution. Thank you very much. Okay, next one is Preeti Shukla says, all Pakistanis, Bangladesh, Afghanistan is entire Sindh region and beyond south totally belong to the inhabitants of Sindh area beyond who were Santan Dharma people. It was the Islamic and British invasion that snatched and divided them. Kashmir entirely, even before, during and after independence, belonged to India and totally was ruled by a Hindu king. And it's basically inherently wrong to enter a country and create chaos and then ask its parts to be separated by a particular community. Even now, it is entirely part of India and India only. Kashmiris are considered Indian citizens. It's a good thing that the entire Kashmir should be freed of all enemies, terrorists, Pakistan, China, and including POC. What's that, POC? POK? Point of control? Okay, whatever. Or Pakistan, Kashmir, sorry, should be merged in India ASAP. It's rightly belong to India, so most of our pilgrim place, Kailash Mansarovar. Okay, Preeti Shukla supports it. Daniel Azad says, I would say this is the beginning of the end. Both sides, atomic power, scary for the region. How far can a politician go in creating chaos? One small mistake, it's doomsday for the whole world. India is so large, Pakistan is so small. One bomb, one part of India is gone, but one bomb, whole of Pakistan is gone. You need to check size, doesn't matter. Okay. Eman Miglani says, Loy Machedo, are you concerned with India as I know that you are only an Indian passport holder? Absolutely, an Indian passport holder. I'm just having this to ask your opinion. I'm not too concerned about it because whether Kashmir goes to Pakistan or India doesn't matter to me because my target audience is totally different. Okay. So Sadiq says, so you finally started to sway away from Dubai to India. Change is inevitable. Sadiq, it's just a topic, trending topic, my dear friend. That doesn't mean I've converted my entire audience or my videos to India only. And finally, Anzar Kuni. Oh, Anzar, he comments many times. So just imagine there are families and relatives, some Pakistan people in India and some Indian in Pakistan. If this war still stays like this, it will be a loss for the loved ones. Family, loss of finance, loss of both countries' government. The only problem is corrupted politicians, media, and corrupt government is the one who's creating more problems for the people. But some people will be brainwashed, following stupid Indian government that is creating corruption in the land and portraying fake news. If Modi was educated, he would not do these kinds of things. Stupidity. Look at Imran Khan, he's a true minister. Okay. So he supports Imran Khan and not Modi. Okay. He should be awarded. He's trying the best for peace of both countries. If Indian government was good, this would not happen. For our country system to be proper, they should remove corruptions in our country. Hindus and Muslims should be together in love and peace. Both countries should cope up and bring each other to peace. Okay. So these were the comments by the people who, share their opinions. Like I said, I'm okay with both the sides. I want peace. I'm not very much into politics. My opinion is, Kashmir belongs to India and it's run under one country. So they have their laws. They have to be under one country. And I don't see anything wrong with, India telling Kashmir, you're part of us. You follow the same rules. You follow the same whatever. Pakistan is out of India. Pakistan should mind its own business and look after its country. In fact, Pakistan is having a major mess on its hands. Its economy is down, massive unemployment, massive problems for the minorities, massive problem for the women, massive problem for the education. So I would say Pakistan has a lot of shit to worry about. So focus on, and you have taken a loan from IMF. So I would say that Pakistan has enough and more shit to worry about than interfering in other matters. And if India and Pakistan would go for war, which I totally am against, Pakistan has a lot more to lose in the process. I don't think they would go for war. I also conducted a voting just to see what people would say. So the title of it was India and Pakistanis, please vote. As both sides. India revokes Article 370. So is this? Now, mind you, if majority of my viewers are Indians, they would support India. So it's not like this is international, this voting. It's just the majority of my viewers. What do they think? So I said, India revokes Article 370. Is this a good thing for democracy? Black day for democracy? BJP Hindu agenda against Muslims? Political move against Pakistan? It's not a big deal. Media is blowing it out of proportion. So the 50% of my viewers say that it's a good thing for democracy. 9% say it's a black day for democracy. 8% says they're blowing it out of proportion. And 5% think it's a political move against Pakistan. So the majority say it's a good thing for democracy. The second highest is a BJP Muslim agenda. So the majority think it's a good thing. And then obviously you have comments of lots of people. So I'm not going to read it out all over again, but we have people who give lots of their views from Meenakshi Pillai, Sunil, Sampreet Jain, Balu, Sunil, lots of people have been sharing their views. So I don't want to go through each and every one, but like I said, this is what the viewers had to share. However, I'm going to read out one letter to you because I found this letter rather, well presented. Like I told you, everyone has their views, but it's always good to read something that is logical. Okay? So this gentleman sent me a letter about India. Now, I'll give you the exact name. His name is, what is his name? I'm sure he would have no problem with me reading out his name. His name is Vikram. So Vikram sent me this mail, and the title of his email was My View on the Scrapping of Article 370. Okay, he had sent it to me a week ago. It's slightly a long letter. So if in case you don't want to hear his point of view, you can just go to the next one, check the description below. If you want to hear his point of view, which I do think is a really good letter, I think you should pay attention to, I'll read it out to you, so make it a little easier. This is what he had to say, and I like the way he has presented his views. Do feel free to comment and give me your thoughts. Do you think it's wrong? Do you think it's right? Okay, so this is me reading this letter, and after which I'm going to move on to different topics. So this is what he has said. This is a letter by Vikram on why scrapping Article 370 is a good thing, and I do agree with his views. So let's hear what he has to say. Loy, I was unable to post my comment on YouTube for some reason, so I had to email this to you. I'm a regular follower of your channel and value your information that you share on this channel. If not all, but with most of your videos, I do agree with your ideological beliefs. I think it's that same comment that I saw on this thing, that long, comment. I approved it, so now I'm sure you can see it. So anyway, this is what he says. Before presenting my narrative, a little bit about myself. I'm an Indian Hindu with a rational mentality, open-minded, follow political, economic news all across the world. Well presented. I think you write pretty well. So Vikram says, I'm proud to say that 3 of my best friends over the past 15 years, 2 are Christians, 1 is a Muslim. So out of 3 friends, 2 Muslim, 2 Christian, 1 Muslim. So it's a good mix. At any point of my life, I and my friends, we happen to discuss our religious views. We visualize India as a place for all religions living in peace. I'm a Hindu majority. It's a Hindu majority since independence, but never Hindu only. I totally agree with you, Vikram. You're right until now. Okay? Let's see further. If for some reason India were to end up in a future with just Hindus or just Christians or just Muslims or Sikhs, it's not India anymore. I totally agree with you once again. I think India is a place with lots of religions, lots of cultures, lots of people. Okay. So we have some good laughs at some of the things spoken in various religious gatherings. We have a good laugh at some of the things spoken at various religious gatherings. Yeah, good. I have a laugh at almost all the religious gatherings because I think many of the ideas presented are obnoxious. However, I agree with universal views like love and brotherhood and charity. But when people start moving to healing and magic, presto stuff and extremism, I find that stupid. Okay. Then he says, we strongly believe none of the religious practice or beliefs are about democracy and humanity. With time, human beliefs change. I hate and cannot imagine myself or my friends threatened or attacked based on religious beliefs. Once again, totally agree with you, totally support you. Okay. With lots of ignorant, illiterate rural folks, okay, gaining access to smartphone these days, it has become a tool for sponsored media to sensationalize any small attack and spread fake news. Once again, totally agree with you. Everything that you've said until now is exact. Okay, Vikram. We are now in times where 1% thing is magnified several times to sensationalize or get TRP. What is TRP? I don't know. TRP. Okay, views by mainstream media and instill instability by extremist groups. Agree with you once again. Coming to my thoughts on scrapping Article 370, I'm not from Kashmir. You may write me off as not entitled to give my opinion. No, you're right to give your opinion, even if you are not from Kashmir. I think you have a right. But scrapping Article 370 is a good thing to start with, and at least a step in the right direction for all. It would not make the current situation any worse. Now he has given the points as to why he feels these are a good thing or a bad thing. I'll copy paste his letter down below. Give me your views if you feel any different. So point number 1, he says for the last 69 years, if there was any state with heavy losses of lives, money, that is due to the instability in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Point number 2, do you think anything magic is going to happen if with the same laws in place, if nothing has happened over the last 70 years? The change of law is surely a new beginning. I totally agree with you once again. It's like insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So the same laws, last 70 years, no new change. Changing the laws or giving it an extreme makeover is a good thing. I agree with you once again. Point number 3, it is this ignorance of the previous Indian governments to take a bold step in that country like Pakistan capitalized, which is why Pakistan capitalized to instill fear, violence and gun culture among the rural youth of Pakistan and Kashmir, scaring many innocent Kashmiris out in the 1980s and triggering army action thereafter. Once again, totally agree with you until now. Point number 3 is also okay. Point number 4, the government has surely taken some bold decisions over the last 5 years when it came to improving diplomatic relations with various other countries, showing that we have a backbone when dealing with the trade negotiations with the US, FDI policy change, GST demonetization, and dealing with the border issues with China, something the previous government failed in their 10-year rule. Once again, totally agree with you. They have taken bold decisions. Is this good? Is this bad? Is to be seen. You can't, decide within 1 year. It takes a couple of years for a new policy to really take its impact. Okay. So until now, I totally agree. All 4 points. Point number 5. Nothing changed with the way India dealt with Pakistan during 2004 to 2015. When there are terrorist attacks in Hyderabad, Mumbai and various other cities during Congress rule. Once again, totally agree with you. Congress didn't look like they did anything major. Okay. It's a master stroke to Pakistan's recent moves trying to involve US into what was purely a bilateral issue. I agree with you once again. Okay. With that being said, if at all there was a high chance of anything that could go wrong, India needs to be careful about after the change of laws associated to just Indian administered part of Jammu and Kashmir territory. It is only any unaccountable, intransparent action of Pakistan in the future. Yes, once again, I agree with you. If there are any problems that would be there, it would come, the majority of problems from Jammu and Kashmir. But that doesn't mean there are no problems in other states. That doesn't mean there are no other problems with BJP. That doesn't mean there are no problems with extreme Hindu extremists that do take problems like, saying cows are holy or beef is holy. Yes, cows are holy for Hindus, but eating beef, well, I eat beef. There are so many people who eat beef. And there are lunatics who say eating beef is bad or eating pork is bad. It's your religious view. Keep it to yourself. Okay. The controversial border issue with Kashmir is unlike any other the country has faced. It's due to the desperate country like Pakistan that doesn't understand democracy in the way that is different from India. All these points are verifiable. Now he has given the points where he says Pakistan is a bad thing and India is a good thing. So, like I said, give me your points of view. Okay. Number one, Pakistan is a country with many leaders, prime ministers like Benazir Bhutto, Musharraf and Nawaz Sharif, all exiled in the UK or they run to the UK. Why is it most Pakistani leaders settle down in the UK post their tenure with no progress? So, question to Pakistanis, why is it this way? Why they don't stay in Pakistan? Why is it all the leaders of Pakistan run away to the UK? Point number two. A photograph of an injured Palestinian girl was depicted as a Kashmiri girl injured by Indian army, causing an embarrassment to the Pakistani leaders to them on the world stage to themselves. Here's a link. It seems Maliha Loti, who is a Pakistani permanent representative to the United Nations, made a serious gaffe on Saturday when she tried to pass a photograph of a Gaza girl as that of a Kashmiri to highlight the Indian atrocities in occupied Kashmir. This was on September 24th, 2017. So Pakistanis, my Pakistani friends, what do you have to say about this? Okay, this is an actual event where Pakistanis made a serious gaffe. I mean, can't you need to find more fucking research? Okay. And Pakistani media continues to report such reports from time to time. And this is another article, August 6th, 2016, which says, fact check, Pakistani journalist shares misleading pics to claim atrocities in Kashmir. Okay, so my Pakistani friends, what do you have to say to this? Number three is rampant gun culture and gun markets providing access to guns in Pakistan, which is very rampant. Yes, it's not like India doesn't have its imperfections. You have a lot of rape cases that are happening in India, a lot of atrocities towards women happening in India. You have a lot of religious tensions happening in India. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen in Pakistan. Both the countries have. So I'm not saying everything that you said is, yes, Pakistan is bad. India also has its imperfections. Okay. Number four, imagine terrorists moving out in the open on roads displaying their guns. Double standards by the US ends and US losing trust and ratting out Osama bin Laden sheltered in Pakistan. I really wish you would have protected Benazir Bhutto, who has a vision to change women's lives. Here, I would say it's not ratting out Osama bin Laden, it's ratting out a bad guy. Okay? Yes, there are too many unanswered questions. How is it Osama bin Laden was hiding in Pakistan? Nobody knew about it. You know, there's quite a number of questions which are there. And you do have like, what is that guy, that underworld Dawood Ibrahim in Pakistan? So, yes, a lot of questions. And I'm not too familiar with it. I don't know if you are. But yes, Pakistan does have a lot of bad guys hiding over there in Pakistan. That doesn't mean India doesn't have its bad guys. There are some, you know, like godmen or something, but they don't bomb or they don't do a lot of damage to neighboring Pakistan. They do damage to India itself. Okay. So until now, I agree with your points. Point number 5 is one of the countries with the highest count of refugees moved to various countries last 30 years is Pakistan. Ask yourself why. Okay. So Pakistanis, you have another question. Question number 6, a sorry state of your economy, that is Pakistani's economy with a low GDP. Imran Khan had to go and beg to UAE, China and IMF in the recent times to recover and beg its citizens to declare its assets. I don't know if begging is the right word, rather borrowing and yes, demanding their citizens. This is coupled with no proper attention to quality of education of youth. A lot of jobs of UAE Pakistanis are left directionless and desperate in a situation, making them vulnerable to take up terrorism. Agree with you until now. Point number 7, no accountability, no action after repeated terrorist attacks in India since 2000 to 2010, including their parliament. Okay. Point number 8, a popular cricketer, Shahid Afridi, one of the most popular, who has appeared on lots of TV commercials in Pakistan, admitted a few months ago he cannot go against his country's beliefs rather religious beliefs, to have his daughter take up outdoor sports. They'll only be allowed to take indoor sports. And he has shared abc.net.au, that is an Australian website, where it says Shahid Afridi's daughter is forbidden from playing cricket. Feminists can say what they want. 12th May 2019. My views on this: it's he's the father, he's the parent. He can choose what direction he wants his child to go. I don't think it's anyone's business to interfere. If he wants his daughter to follow a hardline Muslim kind of way of life, where the daughter shouldn't be displayed in public, where the daughter shouldn't do sports in public and shouldn't take up sports in public, that's his business. I don't think anyone has a say in that. He's taking care of the child. He's looking after the child. Mind your fucking business. That's what I would say. Like, I'm taking care of my child. You can have a lot of YouTubers who say, no, this is not right. This is wrong. Fuck you. Mind your fucking business. I'm taking care of my child. So over here, I disagree with what Vikram has to say. Shahid Afridi can ask his daughter or demand his daughter to live a certain lifestyle until the daughter is old enough to do her own thing. After she reaches a particular stage where she can live her own life as an adult, she can become a lesbian, she can become non-Muslim, she can become Hindu, Christian, whatever she wants. But as long as she's staying in his house, she follows his rules. Okay? So I have nothing against here, and I think you're wrong to interfere in personal matters. So this article, which focuses on Shahid Afridi and his autobiography, Game Changer, which says that he would not allow his 4 daughters to partake in outdoor sports for social or religious reasons. I see nothing wrong with this. Okay, so out of all your points, point number 8, I disagree. Okay, point number 9, he says a joke. UK court dismisses Pakistan Cricket Board and sues Indian cricket based on a memorandum of understanding, losses originating from India not visiting Pakistan. Case dismissed. And he has given me an article, Dawn.com, how can a country spread false propaganda? This article, which is on 2018, it seems that the Indian Cricket Council, ICC, dismissed Pakistan Cricket Board's PCB $70 million compensation claim against the BCCI, that is the Board of Cricket Control in India, state that it didn't honor its settlement. So I feel this has nothing got to do with the political issue of Jammu and Kashmir. So in the 9 points that you gave me, point number 8 and point number 9 has nothing got to do with Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, apart from that, rest everything I totally agree. So in the end, he says, it's for these issues, I believe the Kashmir issue with a neighbor like Pakistan is very unique, unlike other countries. I really wish Pakistan, with this plate full of worries, should take care more of itself than anything else and focus on Pakistan-administered Kashmir, not resort to fake news. Regards, Vikram. So this was a letter by Vikram. Like I said, I looked at it from a very neutral point of view. I did give my opinions. Out of the 9 points that he stated, I agree with 7 of his points. The other 2, that is, one is the cricket, Shahid Afridi. I think it's a personal matter, nothing got to do with Jammu and Kashmir. A father has his right to take care of his daughter any way he likes. And with cricket, I think cricket has nothing got to do with Jammu and Kashmir's issue. So this was one of the best letters that I received. I think Vikram has a very logical point of view, a very balanced point of view. Let me know, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you not agree? I really would like to know your thoughts. So having said that, let's move on to the next article.